You're not failing because you lack talent. Most creative people don't fail because they're not smart enough. They fail because they're good at everything. And that silent superpower is quietly destroying their greatest work. Think about it. You can draw, you can write, you can code, you can sing, you can edit video, you can even cook like a pro when you want to. People look at you and say, "Wow, you're so talented." But deep down, you feel empty because nothing ever feels finished. Nothing ever feels yours. You sit down to create, and suddenly every idea feels average. Every direction feels wrong. So you jump to the next thing, then the next, then the next. And over time, you start believing something dangerous. Maybe I'm just not meant to be great at one thing. But here's the truth no one tells you. Being good at everything is the silent killer of your creativity. It's not a gift, it's a trap. And today I'm going to show you exactly how this trap works, and how to break free in a way that actually makes you dangerous as a creator. Let's go deep. Most creative people in 2026 are multi-potentialites. Psychologists call it that fancy word for people who have many interests and can pick up almost any skill quickly. Sounds amazing on paper, right? Until you realize this is exactly why you haven't finished a single meaningful project in years. Here's the psychology most people miss. When you're good at everything, your brain refuses to commit to one thing long enough for real mastery. It's like having 10 different doors open at the same time and never walking through any of them completely. You tell yourself, "I'll just learn this one new skill real quick." But that quick skill becomes another half-finished project. And every time you switch, your brain gets a tiny dopamine hit from novelty. But real creativity, the kind that changes lives, the kind that makes people say, "Holy shit, this is original," that only happens in deep, obsessive focus. Not in the scattered, "I can do everything" lifestyle. This is the creative paradox almost nobody talks about. The more things you're naturally good at, the harder it becomes to become great at any one of them. Because greatness demands boredom. Greatness demands doing the same thing badly for months until it finally clicks. But you hate being bad at anything. So you run, you switch, you distract. And your best ideas die quietly in the graveyard of half-finished projects. This is why so many talented people feel stuck for years. Not because they lack ideas, but because they have too many doors and zero courage to close 9 of them. In the age of AI, this problem just got 10 times worse. AI can already do 80% of what you're good at in seconds. So your brain starts asking the deadly question: what's the point of going deep on anything when something else can do it better and faster? And that question kills creativity faster than any creative block ever could. Because real creativity was never about being efficient. It was never about being good at everything. It was about becoming dangerous at one thing. The kind of dangerous where people can't look away. The kind of dangerous where your work has your fingerprint all over it. And you can't fake that with 10 different skills. So what's the way out? Not by trying to be more talented, not by learning yet another new skill. The way out is brutally simple and brutally uncomfortable. You have to choose. You have to deliberately become bad at most things, so you can become unstoppable at one. This is the shift that changes everything. Creativity was never meant to be a buffet. It was meant to be a deep, dark, obsessive love affair with one craft. Here's how you actually do it. First, pick the one thing that hurts the most when you ignore it. Not the thing you're best at, the thing that feels like it chose you. Second, lower your standards dramatically. Make something ugly. Make something stupid. Make something every single day for 30 days straight. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing the ugly version first. Third, close the other doors. Tell yourself out loud, I'm allowed to suck at everything else right now. This permission is the real creativity hack. And finally, protect your focus like it's your most valuable asset. Because in 2026, attention is the new talent. Look, every legendary creator you admire, they weren't good at everything. They were obsessed with one thing, and mediocre or even bad at everything else. That's not a flaw, that's the formula. You're not broken because you're a multi-potentialite. You're just one brave decision away from becoming dangerous. So starting today, stop collecting skills. Start killing the options. Pick one. Go deep. Stay there, even when it feels boring. Because the work you create when you finally commit will be the work that actually matters. And the stuck feeling? It won't disappear because you became more talented. It will disappear because you finally stopped running. You're not failing because you're not good enough. You're failing because you were trying to be good at everything. Now you know better. So go create like your future self is watching.